Let's see. I can't believe Flame just disappeared. I don't like it one little bit. Oh, are you here to see someone? Alois and Shamir and all the knights are gonna head into town soon.
Whoa. I can only imagine how worried Sedith must be, but isn't mobilizing the entire order of knights a bit excessive? I was originally assigned to investigate those reports of the Death Knight in the town near Garrett Mock. And I think how many more victims that dastard might claim while we're all busy searching for Flame. I'm sorry, that was insensitive. We're all under a lot of stress right now. It's important.
I can't believe... Oh, Alois and... Thanks, Professor.
There have been a lot of rumors swirling around lately about a Death Knight who kidnaps people from the nearby town. You don't think Flame was, do you? Whether the rumors are true or not, I just hope our Flame is safe. Hi.
Is something the matter? I see. So, Flame has gone missing. I will do what I can to support the search.
Professor! Professor! I saw him. A knight wielding a gigantic scythe. He was just like the rumors say. All covered in jet black armor. It was the Death Knight. You don't think he has something to do with Flame's disappearance, do you?
Hey, Professor, have you seen Manuela? I saw her running off somewhere in a terrible hurry. I wonder if it has anything to do with Flame's disappearance. Do you know, Professor? Oh, yes. Didn't you know? She was the senior diva in our opera company. Flame was child-napped. That is what you are thinking? That the villain is inside our monastery? I must have admittance. One person has been catching my eye. Shamir is a knight not like other knights. Her movements are being reminders of... No. They remind me of warriors of Bridget. Before she was here, what was she getting up to? Do you really think Flame was kidnapped? Do you think she ran off on her own? That doesn't put me any more at ease.
I've only ever spoken to Flame a handful of times. She always seems so naive about the ways of the world. I'm worried about her. Yes, I'm afraid so.
If Flame were taken hostage, I expect we would have received demands from the culprit by now. Perhaps this is not a kidnapping at all. Do you suppose she could have simply run away? If that is the case, it is unlikely that we will find her anywhere in the monastery.
Where could Flame have gone? Do you think she's really been kidnapped? I hear Tomas has been going around asking about her. But he's probably just worried like the rest of us. Oh, it wasn't just Flame. He was asking about you and Captain Gerald, too.
consider how Sedith must be feeling, my heart breaks. We must find Flame as soon as possible. There are no signs of her having left the monastery, but we cannot safely rule out any possibility just yet. I'm wasting precious time standing about trying to think of a solution. I'll survey the monastery and see what information I can gather. There must be someone who has a clue as to Flame's whereabouts. Will you do me a favor?
I've heard the monastery is full of secret passages. If there is no sign of Flame's departure, it is possible that she used one of those. Whatever has happened, I hope she is all right.
Flame is missing. We should split up and search for her. There isn't a moment to waste. We must find her before it's too late.
Impressive. Nice work.
Did you hear about Flame? What? Yuritsa? What would make you suspect him? I see. Well, I'll let the knights know.
What brings you here? I'm taking a break. Is this about Flame? You find me suspicious. True. Your point being, I understand that I don't fit in among the Knights of Seros, but that hardly links me to Flame's disappearance.
Professor!
Okay.
Flame's gone missing. Where could she be? If it were an ordinary kidnapping, you'd think there'd be a demand for ransom or something by now. I don't like the sound of this.
I bet Flame ran away. She couldn't stand being held back by Sedith any longer. I can empathize. I know what it's like to have an overbearing big brother.
Professor! Right.
What is it? Is something the matter? I will do what I can. It seems that you are a bit suspicious of me. Might I ask your reasons? I was away from the monastery for a few years, but do not forget, I have spent more than 4 decades in total working here at Carrickmach Monastery. Yet it was not until recently that I learned that Sedith has a sister. It is only natural to be curious, don't you think?
Professor?
Oh.
Really?
Professor! Aha! Found you! You're always nosing around places, aren't you, Professor? It can be real hard to find you sometimes. No worrying about it. I just wanted to talk to you about a thing today. Do you remember how Lady Rhea asked you to come to the office this evening? Well, she told me that I should come to let you know that today's a bad day for doing that, and you should go and see her tomorrow instead. That's pretty much everything I needed to say, I think. Oh, except to ask you if you've seen Sedith around anywhere. Okay, I'm supposed to tell Sedith the thing Lady Rhea told me to tell you, but he's hard to find. No, it's alright, thanks. But if you see him, then please find me and tell me where you saw him, okay? I'll be in the stables if you need me. Gotta put out the fodder before it's the next kid's shift. Don't. Oh, but if I'm not in the stables and you need to find me, I'll be at the forest up north, because there's a bunch of logs lying around up there. I figure I ought to chop them up, or else someone might trip on a log, or we might run out of firewood. And if I chop, then it'll save other people time. If it looks like I'm done there, then the quarters need to be swept. So if you see Sedith and you need to find me, then I might be there. Nope, this is my job. I'm not giving it to anyone else, because it's mine and I'm gonna do it. Besides, if you help me out, Lady Rhea might give me an earful. I don't know why, but Lady Rhea sure does seem to like you. She's always worried about what you might be doing or not doing. Oh yeah, not that it's any of my business. Anyways, Lady Rhea asked me to do some jobs, so I'm doing them all. Even some she didn't ask for, but I know need doing, so I'm doing them. End of story. And remember, if you see Sedith around, come find me and tell me where you saw him, yeah? Huh? But I just told you where I'd be. If I'm not in the stables, I'll be at the forest. If I'm not, oh, I see. You're right, I'm all over the place, huh? I don't want to waste your time, Professor, so if you see Sedith, how about you tell him I was looking for him, and then tell him all the places I'll be? Then he can spend his time looking for me instead of you. Yeah, a real good plan. Let's do that. See you later, Professor.
I've served here at Garrick Mock in some capacity or another for several decades now.
But after all that time, even I can't claim to know everything about the layout.
Searching the entire interior of the monastery is a more difficult task than you may think.
It makes you wonder who designed such a titanic compound.
There are fragments of records remaining from its original construction, but none of them name an actual architect.
Perhaps. Professor, have you still not found any leads regarding Flame's whereabouts? I have looked everywhere. Not even the knights on guard have seen anything of note. Yes? Let us work together. May the goddess protect dear Flame until she returns to us.
Practice yields results.
May the goddess protect... Oh, I adore this. I appreciate it. I appreciate... May the goddess... I appreciate... I appreciate... I appreciate... I appreciate... I appreciate... Oh, I adore this. May the goddess... I appreciate this. I will accept. I appreciate it.
I adore it.
Dear Goddess, hear my prayer. Please watch over Flame. Please, may I ask a favor?
Hello there.
Right.
I didn't mean to trouble you.
Anyway, I heard something like this happened last year, too. Neither the culprit nor the missing student were ever found last time. Some people say it was the work of evil spirits. I thought the same. Could there be a connection? That's so.
Reflecting on it now, Flame has always seemed a rather odd person. She appears young, yet there's something about her that seems much older than her years suggest. And she's quite wise, but also surprisingly naive. You might be right. Whatever the case, Sedith seems to care for her more than anything.
Miss Flame's whereabouts are unknown. Pray she is safe. We do not seem to have any leads at present. I am one of the suspects, am I? Well, hopefully I can lay your suspicions to rest. Do you know of my, let's call it, unique situation? I was once a knight, in service to the Fargus royal family. If Ingrid believes she saw me before, it was likely in Ferdiad, the kingdom capital. Annette is... she is my... but no. I would appreciate it, Professor, if you would ask me.
Practice yield.
Because of Flame's disappearance, all of the knights are searching non-stop, but we haven't found a single lead. Sedith's face is getting paler by the minute. It's hard to watch. What's that? You're looking for Manuela? Well, I did pass by her earlier. She was carrying something. A mask of some sort.
I'm not close to the guy, so I can't say for sure. But come to think of it, you could be right.
That is all I can ask. Please, lend me your aid. She would never have left the monastery of her own volition. Why is there not a trace of her to be found?
Professor. Thanks for your help. What? Professor Manuela ran off with Professor Yuritsa's mask? I have a bad feeling about this. We must find them both at once. Professor Yuritsa will be at the training grounds or his quarters. I believe the latter can be found on the eastern side of the Knight's Hall.
That looks delicious. Goddess forgive me, I've just got to indulge. Eating delicious food really takes my worries away. Ooh, this is my favorite. You've got it. I like this dish. It was my father's favorite.
This food is a revelation. I can't help but smile when I eat it.
This is my favorite dish. Did someone tell you?
Smaller bites will make you look more refined, while at the same time helping you feel full and content.
I like this.
Captain Gerald and I used to enjoy meals together just like this.
This is my favorite. I am rather happy you went out of your way to pick it, Professor.
This is delicious! But, yeah, you just get it, Professor. This is my favorite.
That looks appetizing.
This is my absolute favorite. How did you know, Professor?
Your class seems pretty relaxed.
My professor is so strict. So is the house leader. What do you say? I believe I'd enjoy being a member of your class. Wonderful. I look forward to watching you close up. That is to say, observing your teaching style. By the way, I'll need some time for naps. 2 hours of class time should be sufficient. Hey Ingrid, this kind of work is definitely your thing, and I've got some urgent business.
I can't finish this all alone. Try to be helpful sometimes, Sylvain.
Are you that helpless? Heh, how's that, Professor? If you ask me, I think we did pretty well.
Yes, Sylvain put his back into it.
That worked out well.
I've deepened my understanding.
This isn't so hard.
I can really do this.
May the goddess.
favorite. That looks delicious. Goddess forgive me, I've just got to indulge.
Eating alone is nice, but I think I prefer eating with a friend.
This is my favorite dish. It's
Delicious! Don't worry about finishing your portion. I'll gladly clean it up after you.
Could you eat a little more quietly, please? Your manners are disgraceful.
Miss Flames, we do not. I am one of them. Hopefully, I can lay your suspicions to rest. I was once a knight. If Ingrid believed Annette is.
Professor. Professor, there's something I need to say. Thank you. How should I put this? I don't seem to be getting along with everyone. I don't contribute much either. Am I a nuisance to you, Professor? If so, I'll leave. Of course, my adoptive father may not understand, but if I must... Oh, my adoptive father is one of the new nobles of the Alliance. His territory is to the north. He was a distant relative who took me in after my parents vanished. He's blessed with great drive and ambition. Some may go so far as to call it avarice. He wishes to marry me off to a powerful noble. That's why he sent me to the academy. If I left now, I'm sure he'd have a strong opinion about it. Sorry, I strayed away from the topic. I'm not good at telling stories either. Good. I'm glad. So, as I was saying, are you sure I'm not bothering you, Professor? Oh, I'm so grateful to hear you say that. What I'm trying to say is, you should keep your distance. I'm more trouble than I'm worth. You only say that because you don't know the real me. I'm sorry, I have to go.
This food is a revelation. I can't help but smile when I eat it.
This is my most favorite dish of all. I love it almost as much as Crestology itself.
There's no one I'd rather eat with than the professor and Eloise.
Hear, hear. This old chair keeps creaking. I fear it's on its last legs. Ha! Hey there, Professor White. Me, abducted.
Practice you.
What brings is this about Flame? You find true. I get the best.
The glory of.
Young Flame. What? Who would suspect me? Flame?
The glory of.
Let me ask you something. Yeah, okay. I see that.
Professor.
Thanks.
We can handle it.
I'm counting on you.
We did well enough.
How's this gonna help?
It all makes sense now.
I will master this. Not a total waste.
I'm a quick study. One step before the next.
This'll help keep me alive.
Oh, it's you, Professor. Since you are here, I have a favor to ask. Your Highness, you've returned.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Nadu. I'm glad you're here as well, Professor. I want you both to hear this. Nadu is already aware, but you should know there's been an uprising in the Dusker region, in the western part of the kingdom. Nadu, would you like me to explain?
No, it should be me. I am from Dusker. It lies just beyond the mountains on the northwestern border of Fargus. But the people of Dusker no longer live there. The land was burned to ashes by the army of Fargus. All of the people were slaughtered. This was our punishment for the crime of regicide. The barren expanse that was once Dusker is now controlled by a kingdom noble. But Dusker survivors, such as myself, still exist outside the region. This uprising is most likely the work of such survivors, seeking to reclaim their homeland.
A request for aid was sent from Viscount Claimant to the kingdom capital and the church. He is the one who rules over that region at present. For now, the lords surrounding the Dusker region have sent their armies to help suppress the uprising. However, they have sufficient troops, and strong ones at that. My worry is that there will be more unwarranted death. There have always been many in the kingdom's army who believe the people of Dusker are foes and hate them because of it. You would think they'd refrain from squashing the rebels out of political expediency, but I doubt that will be the case. If the kingdom's army and the rebel forces of Dusker collide, there is no doubt that the rebel forces will be annihilated. I'm afraid that's the best case scenario. It could also turn into complete and bloody chaos for both sides.
Indeed.
Which brings me to my news. I have just now received the permission I requested from the church. I asked the church to deploy our class to help handle the situation.
So we may go?
Not so fast. We still have a responsibility as students of the academy, after all. The only one who can truly make the decision as to whether or not we go is our professor. So, what do you say?
You have my most sincere gratitude.
And mine as well. But we must move fast. I will go and alert the others.
kingdom's vanguard has already arrived. Just as we'd feared, they far outclassed the Dusker forces. We cannot stand by and allow another massacre. But we cannot obstruct the Fargus army either. Our best hope is to force the troops of Dusker to withdraw before the kingdom soldiers get to them.
The main body of the kingdom's army is bound to arrive soon. Until then, let's aim to quell this uprising ourselves. Once the main force arrives, we will be out of options. We must move fast. It seems the church and the kingdom troops are not working together. My head hurts just thinking about it, but we may first. Let's push Dusker to retreat. The kingdom might then also withdraw without a fight.
Let us be quick about it.
I'm on it.
I give my all for our goal. You will die here.
That went as expected.
Go now, if you value your life.
But aren't you with Fargus? In any case, thank you.
I'll give it my all.
Doing my part.
You can still get out of here. Run.
I'll crush them all.
Ready.
I'll cut through.
Who, me?
What should I do?
Stay focused.
Our grudge will not be settled until all of you are dead and buried.
Saw that coming.
Just give up. You're not going to kill us?
Ugh, I won't wait to find out. I'm leaving.
Safely away.
Nice try.
I won't allow it. If only you dastards weren't here. I'll have your life for atonement, Kingslayer.
I aim for greatness.
This is so obvious. What's next?
Split up between the east and the west and advance.
They are moving out. Time is of the essence now.
Heretics.
down.
The fight continues. That was tough.
Revengeful.
Not content with slaying His Majesty, you thought to revolt?
Just give up.
Seems this area's done already. All right then, fall back.
Seems I prevailed.
I must stay focused.
so. Over already?
The fight continues.
Over already. Each new ex- And is that all?
Seems I prevailed.
Now this is a windfall. Who knew we'd meet our sworn enemy here?
Sworn enemy. Well, I cannot disagree.
We will slay you and topple Fargus. That way, for the first time in ages, Dusker can be reborn.
Saw that coming.
Is this how our dream ends?
I will check the status of the kingdom's troops. Dedu, I leave the Dusker army to you.
Yes, Your Highness. Please be careful.
ally save us.
I will not abide the needless death of my own people.
You must know that as long as there is breath in me, I will fight.
Then fight and be defeated. But so long as you pose no threat to His Highness, I will not end your life.
Idealistic fool. We will not relent. Not until we've taken back the homeland you monsters stole from us.
I share the same sentiment.
You, who sold his soul to Fargus.
His Highness has promised the people of Dusker a home. His will be a kingdom that is proud to harbor the blood of both Fargus and Dusker.
That's impossible. Don't be naive.
Believe what you will, but Fargus will change under his reign. That is my firm belief.
The Kingdom army has retreated to the fortress. There should be no further danger.
Prince of Fargus! You monster!
Can you still run? Then I suggest you do so now. Your people are waiting for you on the other side. Remain hidden from the Kingdom army.
May our paths cross again.
I certainly hope not. But remember this one thing. The people of Dusker never forget their grudges. Nor do they fail to honor favors.
Thank you, Your Highness, for accommodating my selfish request.
Think nothing of it. This was something I wished for as well. If you must give thanks, direct it at the church for allowing us to join the battle, and to our professor for leading the charge. It's about time we headed back. The professor and the others are waiting.
I am right behind you.
Professor.
Whew! Finally done.
That worked out well.
It's all coming together.
I'm getting it. Looks like I'm getting it.
Perhaps may the goddess. May the goddess. I adore these.
is she?
Miss Plains, we do not see. I am. Well, hopefully, I can lay your. I was. If Ingrid net is.
I like this dish. It was my father's favorite. Eating delicious food really takes my worries away.
There's more food than I can eat. Professor, Raphael, you're welcome to have some of mine.
Don't listen to him, Professor. Ignatz gets all dizzy if he doesn't eat enough.
Yummy! Who made this? I'll have to give my compliments to the chef. That looks delicious.
Goddess forgive me, I've just got to indulge.
Professor. I am sorry to make you tag along with my shopping trip like this. You are very kind to offer your help, even though this is my duty. In return, I will gladly come to your aid when you need it someday. Though I fear there may not be so many things I can help you with. I would be glad to. However, I would likely learn more from you than you would from me. You made a living as a mercenary under Captain Gerald's guidance. As a comparatively new member of the Knights of Seros, I was not so familiar with his past exploits. Yet, clashing swords with him, even just a handful of times, was enough for his abilities to astound me. You, as one trained by him, must have those same great talents. I have devoted my life to the path of a knight, yet I find your mercenary experience lends your blade.
Wait up! Catch me if you can. Come on, this way. This way.
It is good to see children able to play and to smile.